This is Roger with Crosscut in Tucson, Arizona. We're selling this truck. It is a 2006 Ford F250 crew cab short bed. It's a 6.0 turbo diesel. It's four-wheel drive. It's the King Ranch, which is the highest trim level, saddle leather seats, and it's the FX4 off-road suspension package. Obviously, those are Rancho shocks at the factory. Obviously, somebody's lifted this truck. They have Fabtech springs with Bilstein shocks. And although we can't verify this, it looks like it's a 6-inch lift. Sitting on 37-inch tires. Those are 37s right there, right? It was a new car dealer trade in Houston that made its way to Phoenix, and we bought it there. And it runs and drives great. We brought it in here. It was about an ounce or so low on power steering fluid. That was the only thing we could find wrong with it. We always bring them in and pressure spray the undercarriage and then let them sit overnight, look for any kind of dampness or leaks, and we didn't see anything. Front end, rear end, nothing. So runs and looks and drives great. Okay, my job in this video, however, is to tell you how great it is. And when I see something cosmetically, I will point it out to you. The only thing we can find cosmetically on this thing, there's a little bit of peeling clear coat right here, just a little bit, spot here, here, and here. If you get a painter to like just clear that, like just here from like the stickers down, probably be like $100. And that would be that. But most people won't even notice it. And it's really not worth doing for us. So anyway, there you go. As usual, this little bar is pushed down. If you want, all you have to do is push this bar down and it pops out. So I can't even tell from the outside, but I'm so used to seeing that I notice it immediately. Really pretty truck. I already took it down I-10. Did about 85 in it for a big lift. I mean, obviously big lifters trucks don't drive like unlifted trucks, but this one drives pretty damn good for 37s. Let's see if I can get the 162,705 is the mileage. It's a big boy. I brought my step ladder out. All right. There's your Ford stamp here, so you know you have an original fender. Ford stamp here. Catalytic converter stickers where they belong. Ford stamp here. Should be another one here, and there is. And should be another one right there. So everything up here is Ford parts. Everything's fine there. Let's see if I can get up here high enough to take off the oil cap and look for blow-by. Excellent. None. All right, that's that. All right, window up and down, door locks. That's heated seat off, that's heated seat on. Seat forward, back, up, down. I always tell people, go buy some of that Lexol conditioner and shampoo, and you get these seats to look like whatever you want. The detailing shop, we only give them $165 to do a detail, and they give us $165 worth of work. But these actually are really good condition, but you can make them look 100 times better if you want to spend about an hour a seat on them. Here's the Kelly Blue Book. There's your King Ranch 162,688. They say a fair market range of $15,500 to $20,100. 15.5, I would love to own about 100 of these for that. 20, That's a pretty good price too. Things are going through the roof right now. Fortunately, we don't have the overhead everyone else has, so we don't have to make that much money on them. So you have a shot at buying them reasonably from us. There's that. There's your, this is your Carfax, right? There's your VIN. No accidents reported. This will all be linked. This Carfax will be linked in the ad, so you can look at it yourself. No major title problems, obviously that matters. Low mileage vehicle. It was Cleveland, Texas. Okay. Boom, 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 up to what, 145,000 miles. Changed owners, still considered low mileage there. Still in Tomball, Texas. All right, being taken care of. Oh, you know what? I saw a service in here that I liked. I forgot about that. Here's a good one. At 146,000 miles, they did an EGR valve, fuel pressure sensor, oil pressure sender switch. It's an oil switch, which matters. Wheel speed sensors were replaced. That's a good one. Anyway, stays there. Bum, bum, bum. Then it makes it to Houston, and then it makes its way to Tucson. That's the end of that. All right. Let's see. We still have the King Ranch mats in here. Wheel lock covers. This is gonna make a bunch of noise. Our road out here is like third world. We pay in Tucson here. We're the only place in the state that's run by a particular party that's not really good with money. And so they spend money on crap, and we have terrible roads. You'll be able to experience our roads here in a minute. It's just the road right in front of us for about 200 yards, and then we get onto nice roads and everything's fine. Let me see if I can pull this seat down here. Have to climb in. That looks good. Seats look great. It does have a little DVD player here. We didn't even open it. We didn't look at it. That's obviously the aftermarket and probably not an expensive one. We don't know if it works, and we don't care. Okay. Inevitably, we'll demo them, and they work, and then they'll get to wherever they're going, Minnesota, Kansas, whatever. The DVD player doesn't work. Oh my God. We're not selling you a DVD player. We're selling you a truck. How's the truck? Oh, it's great, but the DVD player, were you gonna give us some money to fix it? No. We're not. So I don't even know if it powers up, and as clean as this truck is, I would guess that it does, but I'm not even going there. That'll be a surprise for you. But a good hole is there. If it doesn't, I imagine you could buy one for 150 bucks and throw it in there. So mirrors out, in, down, up, pedals up and down. Got a mat here. Let me get this thing out of here. It looks terrible. Hook this on the hook where it belongs. All right, there you go. All right, heated seat on. That's on, that's off. Let's see, tilt down, tilt up, forward, back, seat up, seat down. Let's go back up, the whole thing, there you go. Okay, and then rear seat, down and up. Okay, this seat is in great shape. The interior of this truck is excellent. I know one thing, if you wanted to go to a Lariat, you could probably buy Lariat seats in this thing for about 1,500 bucks and sell these for about $5 grand. I've thought about doing that a few times, but it kind of ruins the whole King Ranch thing, doesn't it? Then we got to get emblems and everything. All right, detail shop, had the heater on to get the carpet that they clean dry. So let's go to that. There's all your trailer stuff there. Oh, look at what we got here. Aha, there's the player for the screen that's there. All right, and it's not even secured, so looks like someone probably tried to steal this before we bought it. But I expect to be hearing that here in a minute on our nice road. There's your window, rear window. Let's see, radio, manual. Let's try. There's the steering controls. Change the station from the steering wheel. Okay, that works fine. Let's see, temperature. Up and down, this is from the steering fan, down and up the steering. Let me turn the fan down a little bit more. It's a hurricane in here and it's cold already, so that works fine. Windshield wipers, tow on and off. We'll do a systems check. Engine temp okay, transmission temp okay, oil pressure okay, brake fluid level okay, all doors closed, air filter okay, 90 miles to empty, system check complete. There's your temperature gauge, fuel gauge, and there's your tranny temperature and engine temperature down here. All right, let me put it into neutral. We'll go to 4 low. Now we're in 4 low. See 4 low range there. All right, that's in drive in 4 low. Then we're gonna go reverse in 4 low. All right, neutral, we're gonna go to 4 high. Low range goes away. A little quicker now. And reverse. Perfect. Neutral, let's go back to 2-wheel drive. This thing is nice. Typical King Ranch steering wheel. The outer little shell of it's peeling. You can either like glue this down or buy a really nice leather cover. I get the nice leather cover because it's more comfortable. Anyway, all right, if you come to Tucson to drive this truck home, you'll pay the following. You'll pay your state tax rate, whatever that is. Could be 0, could be 10, could be 5, whatever your state tax rate is, plus our city tax of 2.7% and a $250 dock fee. If you pay by wire and ship, see that road? It's ridiculous. When we go all the way around, it's worse on the other side. If you're gonna pay by wire and ship out of state, all you're gonna pay is agreed upon price. There'll be no shipping, no tax, no dock fee, nothing, okay? If you need help with shipping, let me know at the time of purchase. We can roll the price of the shipping into the price of the vehicle, so you just make one payment and I'll get it shipped for you. Or if you wanna ship it yourself and just need a phone number, we can give you phone numbers, or you can just do it yourself. But let me know early so I can get your truck to you quickly, okay? It's starting to get into the winter time and shipping gets a little bit tougher. Plus, as we know, you know, getting anything anywhere is kind of tough. So let me have as much time as you possibly can to get it done, and the faster the better, okay? Deposit's $500. Once we have a deposit, we have a deal. Until then, it will stay for sale. So please get your deposit in, okay? Last part of every video, I say the same thing, and I have for 15 years and thousands of vehicles, especially 6.0s, which we are experts on. We don't have salesmen, so we don't have to pay commissions. That keeps the price down. We don't have an attendant serving scones and lattes and sandwiches in the lounge. They've got all that exactly a half mile from where we are right now. On this road is the Auto Mall in Tucson. And they've got beautiful roads and employees everywhere, and you got to pay for all that stuff every time you buy a car there. All right, so they have to charge you a lot more than we do. Our rent is $1 a year for our property. Our uncle owns it. He's a very nice guy. He doesn't need the money, so he hooks us up. So we keep the prices down accordingly so we can move vehicles, right? One thing that they do at the Auto Mall that we don't do, when they sell a vehicle, they add $500 to $700 to the price of the vehicle just for future repairs, because they know when you come in with something broken, a window or an injector or whatever, you're gonna be pissed because you just paid a fortune for this truck, because you did, because you bought it from them, and they want it to be right. Well, you know, they already paid for the repair by when they sold it to you. So, crosswalk, and there's some people. I shouldn't have come this way. So they charge it up front, they fix your truck, you don't even know you paid for your own repair, and that's the way it goes, okay? Well, we don't charge you up front for your repair. We don't charge you for salesmen or our rent or the sandwiches and the game rooms and all the crap they have at new car dealerships that are selling used cars. We don't charge you for it because we don't have it. We don't need to charge you for it. We also don't charge you for future repairs because we are going to say the only thing that you have to do for us, aside from paying a lot less money for this truck, is take ownership on day one. We are not fixing your truck, period, okay? Now, this truck clearly has been well taken care of. It is lifted. Lifts change the way it steers. This thing is actually, for a big truck, this is really tight. I'm shocked at how tight it is. But it's not like you're driving a stock truck. It's not. Now restoring it to its original size, you could probably sell the wheels and tires and the lift for, you know, $1,500, $2,000, and, you know, maybe cost you $2,000 or $3,000 to put everything factory, and, you know, factory wheels and tires and factory suspension, you know, and then you'll be driving, you know, like they came out of the factory. It runs, shifts, air blows cold, everything works just like factory, but the lift is not factory, okay? And the ride isn't too bad either, by the way. I mean, honestly, God, this is a terrible road. This thing has a nice ride. It should be stiff as hell, but it's not. It's got just enough travel to cushion some of the bumps. You know, I'm gonna put this thing inside while it's here, basically because I'm lazy and I don't want to wash it for someone who buys it after 2 weeks sitting out here in the dust and wind and stuff. It's just too big. So this guy gets to go inside. So it's gonna get the we used to have every inch of this property was full, and we sent 40 cars a couple months ago to the auction thinking, well, we might sell 5 or 6. We sold them all for more money than they were online for, which is a good lesson to the buyers. All right. You know, if you see our vehicles, they're very well priced. They're probably too fairly priced. All right, so please know that and get on it. If you're interested, get on it. All right, because hard to find these vehicles at the prices we're buying them at. All right, I think that's about it. Let's see, now we're at 162,707. This big guy's inside. Thank you for your time.